Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope everybody is doing well and having a great day. So a constant question on a lot of people's minds almost every single day, especially for those who are new to the crypto world, usually ends up being Bitcoin seems a bit too expensive. Is it too expensive for me to get into? There's a lot of talk about that. People have their own opinions as to what it could be, but there's one person who definitely disagrees with this. So Bobby Lee, who is actually the CEO of BTCC, which is one of the oldest cryptocurrency exchanges that we have around, gave a speech during the scaling event that happened that focused mainly on Bitcoin, about Bitcoin scaling and what the future of Bitcoin would be. He made it very, very, very clear to everyone that he thinks that Bitcoin isn't a bubble at all, and thinks that what we're seeing in price is literally just only the beginning. So without going into an insane amount of detail about what he said and how deep he went into it, because it went on for quite a while, Lee says that he thinks Bitcoin actually doesn't get its value from the love or acceptance or the guidance of governments at all, or the powers that be, but rather that Bitcoin actually draws its value from the mistakes, failures, and shortcomings of the current monetary system that's now in place that we all use. Kind of true. Going on to say that Bitcoin's price is an actual indication that its protocol is proving its utility, as it's proven itself to be a massive store of value in the digital age. Even more interesting than all of this, he went on to say that tons of friends always ask him, they always come up to him, they always, when is a good time to invest? How should I do this? How should I put my money into this? Do you think the price will drop? Do you think so and so? And so he says every single time he keeps telling them, as long as Bitcoin is under $10,000 a coin, you'll have a pretty good chance to join the market, because after that, this is what we keep hearing from a lot of people. Everyone says that 10,000 is the number to hit. And then at that point, the sky's the limit. We keep hearing 25,000 by next year. But yeah, anyway, he says whenever people ask him this, he always ends with, for any of you out there who thinks that Bitcoin is too expensive, he says, make sure to look into the rearview mirror, because Bitcoin has already gone up 10 times in price this year alone. His words, not mine, but I do definitely agree with him on a lot of what he says. There are a lot of people who are intimidated about getting into the market or cryptocurrencies in general. I have a couple of friends who were intimidated for a while. If you have $10, $15, $20 to spare, dump it into it and just kind of see what happens. It takes a while for everyone to kind of get their feet wet when it comes to cryptocurrencies, but once you see the returns and what you've made from it, then it kind of goes from there. So segueing a bit from the topic of Bitcoin, we actually have some news about Dash, which is very rare because Dash is almost never, we never have any news about Dash. So as we all know, Bitcoin is still having some issues with scaling, especially after the entire SegWit fiasco, which isn't actually over, believe it or not. So a bit more than a year ago, Dash's governance system that they have on their network actually voted to upgrade to 2 MB blocks, with over 99% of the network voting in favor of the transition, which is crazy to have that many people. So this actually isn't something that's not spoken about too often, or more, how do I say this? It's not as everyday as it is with Bitcoin, but it looks like even though no one has really spoken about it or hasn't been major news, this actually is something that could be happening sooner than expected, or could be activated sooner than expected on the Dash network. And this will actually come with version 12.2, which is the next upgrade, I believe, which one of the core developers said would actually help make Dash so easy to use that your grandmother would use it. I don't know about that, but that would be great if our grandparents could use cryptocurrencies. So some of the highlighted changes on this will be the 2 MB block upgrade. Transaction fees will be reduced tenfold. I don't know how, can you guys tell me in the comment section how much a normal transaction fee for Dash is? Because being reduced tenfold, like half a cent or something like that. There will be an instant send vulnerability fix, private send improvements, as well as an experimental HD wallet with BIP39 and BIP44 support. What's interesting to note here is that this is actually considered by a lot of people who deal with Dash as something that's not even necessary at the moment. Ethereum and of course Bitcoin are constantly talking about scaling, constantly talking about how they have to do it, and there's always a huge discussion. Dash isn't even going through this problem, but it's really great that they're kind of pushing forward before the bulls kind of run in. So Evan Duffield, that is Duffield, who is one of the head developers of Dash, has noted that a lot of people think scaling on chain is actually impossible. I've heard this many times as well. He says that's only because other projects haven't looked for alternatives that would give higher performance. adding that they intended to show exactly how far they could take a project like Dash with what they're doing. I know a lot of people are waiting for Dash Evolution as well, which is supposed to be major, but this is also rumored to be one of the first stepping stones before Dash Evolution's release. So yeah, guys, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on with Segwit at the moment, but hopefully it all blows over, because there's just a lot of people kind of fuming online, and I don't really think it was that necessary to talk about it this video unless things kind of get crazy. But yeah, guys, that is definitely going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are having a great weekend or week, wherever you might be or listening to this. And yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. See you.